Hello, Elevated Journey. Elle here, and we're going to take a look at 2020 month by month. This reading is for all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I want to thank you all so much for your love and support. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. If you need a personal reading or coaching, anything, you can find that information in the description box. Um, Special still going on until December 31st, as long as you book by then. Okay, guys, we just did the solar eclipse new moon reading in Capricorn yesterday. Um, Very powerful energy regarding the shift that is happening. Um, because the energy from the solar eclipse will last over into the next 6 months. Um, so it's time to make those decisions, make those changes, or make a plan to make those changes. The same things we've been talking about uh, each and every time I do a reading. Um, so we're going to take a look at the next year. I've never done because I'm going by the spirit's direction. Okay. Um, Spirit's direction. Um, this is your overall spiritual guidance for 2020. Um, Direction. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear from May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Um, that is perfect spiritual advice for the entire year to to ask the divine to order our steps and to know in which direction we're headed, uh, day by day, month by month, week by week, or however that resonates with you. Also out is true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that you trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. And this is total submission to the divine and the spiritual side of yourself, your faith, giving into that journey, that walk, your spiritual walk. Um, we talk about getting our spiritual guidance. Well, how do you do that? Well, um, it's different for everybody, but the first step is to quiet the mind, get still somewhere. I get most of my downloads when I'm not channeling, um, in the shower or bath, or even I get tremendous downloads when I'm walking outdoors and when I'm driving. So those are times for me, but you have to recognize for yourself, um, by quieting the mind, quieting the soul, um, getting away from others, being alone, and listen and ask for your guidance. Ask for it. Ask God, ask the archangels, ask your spirit guides, ask your benevolent ancestors, ask the questions that you need answers to. And it will be revealed to you, all in divine timing, but it will be revealed to you. Let's get goddess advice. That's too many. Well, I don't know if it's too many or not, but goddess advice for 2020, please. All signs. Thank you. Also, two cards out. Una. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. We just said that. Everything will happen and take place in divine timing. Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Under the video that was done yesterday, You are the manifester of your destiny. Just going to read deeper into the goddess advice, because we don't want to rush our advice for 2020, and we want to get everything that Spirit has for us. Okay. Una. Nurturing a cause or relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I am willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. Various meanings of this card. Don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with, while slowly exiting your old career. About Una. The Celtic goddess Una is married to Fianbar, the leader of the Irish Tuatha De Danann. Una and her clan were some of the original inhabitants of Ireland. When the Gaels invaded their land, the Tuathas didn't run or fight back. Instead, they transformed themselves into leprechauns. Their ingenious solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Call upon Una for help with your own transitions, and she'll guide you in creative and magical ways. I like it. Rhiannon. So slow and steady for 2020. No impulsive actions, no rushing in head first without thinking about what we're doing. Slow and steady. So be very careful about impulsive behavior, rushing things. Um, let things evolve naturally, um, by certainly taking purposeful action, but um, letting things evolve naturally. Okay, Rhiannon, sorceress. A large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you've been indoors too long, you can recapture your personal power by simply stepping outside. This simple motion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleeping, magical, spiritual nature. Allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Resume the mission that was once aborted through the misdeeds of past time leaders. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magic that is life itself. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. We're being called to service, and even though the message is to be slow and steady, there's a sense of urgency in welcoming in the Most High, welcoming in that part of ourselves, um, facing fear, knowing that you have a divine purpose on this earth, knowing that you're here for a reason. Um, and moving in that energy, in all of 2020. Various meanings of this card. Have absolute faith that your dream is manifested. Make a clear decision. Put your energy into manifesting your dreams. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. Keep your thoughts focused on your desire and away from fear. About Rihanna. The lunar Welsh goddess name means great queen, as she serves important functions, including being the muse of inspiration for poets, artists, and royalty. She lovingly carries souls from Earth to the afterlife plane upon her trusty white horse, helping them adjust to the transition of life after death. A shapeshifter, Rhiannon can appear to you as an animal, bird, or song. Call upon her for help with manifestations, spirit communication, transitions, or artistic inspiration. I like it. And this is a video that you may want to month by month review or go back and look at um, as things arise during the year. We'll be doing monthlies. I'm going to do monthly overalls. This is the way we're going to start out the year. Monthly overalls for each month. And then we'll do love readings individual by sign. And why are we doing love readings? Because that's what you guys are watching. That's what you guys seem to be interested in. So that's what I'm going to focus on for now, unless something changes. But we will still do monthly overall energies, and maybe for now monthlies, overall energies for all signs, and then we'll break down our love readings sign by sign. So okay, moving on. Okay, so I'm just going to spread the cards out. Not going to wait for each one to drop like I do a lot, because to try to keep this video from being as long as it could turn out to be. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Card for each month is what I'm doing, guys. Okay. What I put out first are the moon energies. And then we're going to get some overall energies to go with our moon energies for each month. And then we'll clarify with whatever we need to clarify with, depending on what comes up. Okay? What's everybody doing for New Year's? Yeah. Thank you. What's everybody doing for New Year's? Me, family. Okay, guys. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Father God. Okay, let's see what the Most High, what the Spirit, what the angels, archangels, spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, gods, goddesses, what the universe, with the most powerful being God, the Most High. What are our energies for 2020? January, peace. Wasn't this in the moon reading? It was. This was in the new moon reading, I think. But peace. If not this one, it was in the full moon reading. But your peace for January. Staying in that energy of not letting anything disturb your peace, not being the bigger person, not letting people push your buttons, not giving into your triggers, knowing what your triggers are. And the energy, this is beautiful for January. Appreciation and gratitude for everything around you, for yourself, for the little things. Keeping a positive attitude about everything. 2 and 8, 10. So you've done a lot of work to get to a place of what feels like inner peace. And if you don't have that, then the goal is to work toward this in January. Set out a course in 2020 based on what our advice is for each month. If you're not at this space, if you're at this space, you want to do what you need to do to maintain it. If you're not at this space, then you want to put a plan in action to get here. So our focus is peace and appreciation for January. For February, action and community. So we're being called to be conscious of our surroundings, our community. What can we do to help? Even if it's just recycling. If you don't recycle, start. Because we are charged with taking care of the earth. That did come out in both of the goddess advices. So, and caring about our surroundings, our community, a better life, not just for ourselves, but a better life for everyone. So we need to take action in those areas and in every area of life. Um, that help us build um, our own community. Our vibe is our tribe. So, not just the community at large, but your own community, your inner circle, the people that you keep around you. Take action to make sure that you're with the most positive people, with like minded people. If you're with somebody that's bringing you down every time you talk to them, is it really healthy to continue um, to spend a lot of time around that individual? Is it beneficial for you? You have to look at that. Okay, March, abundance, work, hard work. Um, okay, we've been putting in a lot of work. This came out definitely in yesterday's moon reading for the solar eclipse. All work and no play. So this is, of course, we're going to work hard and working toward our goals and working toward figuring out the service that we need to be doing, what we can do on our spiritual path and journey. What direction is the Most High leading us in? Are you embracing your spiritual gifts? Are you learning how to receive your spiritual guidance? What steps are you taking to get closer in alignment with the Most High? But in doing that, in doing hard work to provide for your family, to provide for yourself, um, for home and hearth and sustenance, remember to take time out for self. Fourth chakra out, the heart chakra, important in March, coming out probably as a reminder to lead from a place of love. Once again, being the bigger person, um, and decide what it is that brings you pleasure. What brings you love in the heart? What makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside? What brings you that pleasure? So not only do we have to work and take care of what we need to take care of our day to day, find time to connect with the pleasures in life and the things that bring you pleasure. Going into April, you're being reminded that you are protected and you're being called to walk away from whatever no longer serves you. If you haven't walked away already and you have identified what that is, and fear is holding you back, whatever's holding you back, the divine is here to let you know you're protected at all times. You're protected, not just in April, but always. But you're being, the attention and the focus for April is divine protection. No worries. And it's okay to walk away. It's okay to walk away. Sometimes walking away is taking the high road, the road less traveled, but the high road. May, creation, um, new things. It's spring, new endeavors, um, new ideas, new people entering your life, um, creation of your future. What are you manifesting? What have you been working on? What new ideal have you come up with um, since the beginning of the year? What is it that you're being called to do? And of course, there's hostilities always. Sometimes we're unaware. Probably why the protection card is out in March. There may be some extra challenges, maybe coming around May for some, or it could be lingering hostilities from the past. It could be anything, but this is what you're being called to pay attention to in May. In June, our moon energy is realization. What's the reality of your life? What's the reality of your world? What's your reality? The divine is still here, urging you to let them in, let them guide, let them protect, let them help. The door to spirit is open. More maybe now than any other month of the year. Month of June, door to spirit and realization. So, and look at this. Look at this. This is a keyhole. Look how she's looking out into the world, because there's so much more out there than what we see with your physical sight. We're being called to use our spiritual sight, activate our spiritual sight, and be fully aware of what spirit is trying to tell us on a day-to-day basis. um, July, woman holding a coin, and extremes. Okay, so this is energy that could be some shadowy stuff. It could be addiction. It could be uh, it can be sexual energy. It can be misguided energy. It could be focused on the wrong thing, being why it's extreme. It could be a new habit, a new direction you're being pulled in that's not healthy for you. A woman holding a coin. This could represent divine feminine energy. It can represent a person in your life coming in, going, coming, um, but someone well established, someone with money, somebody with um, the presence of having money. But a time to be cautious of who you allow in July. Be careful of who you allow in July, and falling into behaviors that don't become you, low vibrational energies. Be very careful. In August, trust, because whatever you went through is going to be all right. We all make mistakes. You have to learn to forgive yourself. The past, trust and believe that it will get better. You have to always know that whatever you're going through is a lesson in reaching a higher elevation in your life and on the path that you've chosen for yourself. And forgiving oneself, trusting that the divine is going to lead you on the correct path. And a man holding a coin. So some influential people, um, man holding a coin in August, someone coming in influential, maybe someone coming in to help you with business, someone offering you a new job, someone coming in. It could be a love interest. It could be anything. Same thing with a woman holding a coin. It could be a love interest in both of these instances in July and August. But so a man holding a coin. So that to me feels like prosperity. And things looking up financially for the collective um, during those summer months, from taking a lot of purposeful steps and actions in the early months of the year. September, We've got growth. Because if you put in this work all year long, you're gonna experience growth and some choices, the garden and the gate. So are you gonna stay behind the gate, or are you gonna go on out there and do what you're being called to do? Because you've outgrown people, places, and things. You've outgrown your surroundings. The life that you had in the past, you want something different now. You want to do things differently. You're being called to move towards it, because it's right there for you to have. October, power, full moon power, operating in your full power, going into next year, going into the end of next year. If we get on board and follow I can't say it enough. Once you get in alignment and you continue to move in that energy, this is where you're going to wind up, operating in your full power. Along with attachment energy, because to operate in full power, you have to let go 5 of things that you are attached to that are holding you back, that are keeping you behind this gate and keeping you from moving forward. You got to let it go. And it's out with full moon power, because full moon is the perfect time to let go. So October, a major time of release coming up for 2020. November of 2020, the thirst and the hunger for better, bigger, and better. Knowing that it's out there, you've experienced it in 2020. You're starting to see big change from 2019. 2019 has been a tough year for most. 2020 is going to be better. We're going to start to see some change. We're going to start to see growth, personal growth and development. We're going to start to see our lives get better. And as we start to see that, and as you continue to work toward what it is that you're striving for in life, and you start to see your results of the seeds you plant, you start to see that come up, the more that you're going to realize, and that hunger and that thirst for more alignment, for a closer walk with the divine, you're going to see that manifests, and you're going to want so much more of that. The energy accompanying it with, absolutely. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel out, which is your sacral chakra. Your sacral is below the belly button. It also rules your sexual organs, intimacy issues, and things of that nature. So those things will become prevalent in November for you, or things that you should pay attention to in November. And finally, December of 2020. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What? Fruition. Is this not a culmination of a divine blessing at the end of next year? And because what I've been saying is, where do you see yourself this time next year? The divine sees you in a place of fruition. And Archangel Michael is here to confirm that. Your root and base chakra, the core of who you are, your core beliefs. Stand in your truth and authenticity. Why? Because everything that you are trying to manifest is coming to you. You're pulling it to you. You are manifesting it. It's at your fingertips. There's some beautiful energy for 2020. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I absolutely love it. There's not a whole lot to even clarify, because for what? It's crystal clear, if you ask me. But we'll pull some tarot and see what's happening. Once again, okay, I said I wouldn't, but okay. We're going to let it do what it do. And whatever cards come out for each month, be it 1, 2, 3, I'm going to let it be. 2020, all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. 2020, all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Thank you, Father. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Because as beautiful as this reading is, we know that we're up against it every day, right? Up against it every day. I felt that. I don't like it, but wow. Well, it's out here. How many cards is that? 5, but we leaving them because that's major. Everything is major when it's coming from the divine. Yes, I'm in love with the divine. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Sorry, guys. But so far, so good. The video's not running too long so far. That's all we wanted to be careful of, is that it doesn't run too long. All signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for 2020. What's going on 2020? Thank you. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus for 2020. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus for 2020. Thank you. All right. Okay. January. Lovers. So, focus on your love life. Focus on, what do you want in love in 2020? If you don't want love, romantic love, committed love, if you don't want that, if you just want sexual relationship, friends with benefits, operate in truth. State that. Don't mislead anybody. Don't allow anybody to mislead you. Clarify your relationships. Are you just lovers? Is it more than that? You've got to have those conversations. Stop assuming because you feel one way or a particular way, the person of your interest feels the same way you do, whether that be good, bad, ugly, whatever. Clarify your relationships. Focus on getting the type of love. Decide now, going into January, what do you want in love going forward for 2020? Where do you see yourself this time next year? February. Okay, some challenges. 7 of Wands, up against some things. With action and community. So yeah. So right, here we're here at the end of the year, tax time, making decisions, which way to go, what to do next. But staying strong, fighting for what you believe in. Aries, Leo, Sag energy, that fire energy, the passion, your soul purpose, your dream. What is it? Don't operate in a place of someone else's dream. What's yours? March. Okay. The heart chakra was out with abundance, and don't overwork yourself. And we can see with the challenges in February, you may feel worn out. But remember to operate from a place of love and make sure you keep your heart centered. The temperance card out, because you will find balance through it all. And you will, with the 8 of cups, will or should walk away from those relationships and circumstances that cause you emotional upheaval. This could be family, friends, co-workers. It could be a love interest. If it's not the right relationship, get out early. If you started dating somebody this year or the last couple years and you already know that that's not the person, then you need to be planning your exit. And by March, you should know which direction you headed. with your relationships in 2020? Are you going to continue in the same cycle of abuse I'm hearing? Or are you going to continue in the same cycle of unrequited love? You're putting it all out, but you're not getting it back. You're a better friend than your friends are to you. Are you going to continue to operate in that energy? Walk away from it. And the Two of Pentacles, because you still are juggling in your life, juggling work, home, career, dating, love, what, juggling it all. And it doesn't always feel like you're getting back what you're putting out. Well, when you don't get back what you put out, then there are adjustments that need to be made. More times than not, you're the person that's going to have to make the adjustment, because everybody else is going to rest in you continuing the way that you have been in the past. Why should they change anything when you've let the relationship go the way it has gone for however long you've allowed it to? Why change anything? You're going to have to do it. When April rolls around, you're being reminded you're protected and to walk away. March is confirming it. Walk away. Indefinitely. Oh my God. The Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords, because it's keeping you up at night. Why? You are protected. I don't care what it is you need to get away from. Divine is like, I've got your back. Stop stressing. Stop letting this keep you up at night. Stop worrying. Walk away from it. Seek help. If it's professional help, help from family, whatever it is you need to get you out of that slump and to move you and propel you forward, then you're being called to do so by April. May. Clarification for May. Creation. But remember, the hostilities card was out as well. Why? Because the Two of Swords is here. There's something that you don't see about some situation, some person, something. But if you stand in your truth, Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. The Emperor represents the sign of Aries, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These energies right here, this is nothing but pure strength. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, because you've given up some things in March and April, and you're like, okay, I'm done with the BS. I thought you go into 2020 thinking, I'm gonna give this another chance. I'm gonna give them another chance, thinking that maybe things are gonna change. Well, for some of you, it did, and it will. For others of you, you'll need to walk away. But stand in your power and your truth. Whatever that desire is, whatever life it is that you're manifesting and building for yourself, that you're creating for yourself, don't let this stop you. Whoever this is, whatever this is, the divine is here to let you know. Yes, you're going to come up against it, but don't let it stop you. In June, with the Door to Spirit, guys, you've been fighting the battle, the hard fight, Nine of Wands. I mean, you've been through it. Give up the ghost is what I'm hearing. And in the Bible, that means like the Holy Ghost. Like give it to God. Let go, let God. You can't do it by yourself. And in July, okay. July, I knew this. In July, you're going to be called to, for some of us, some of you, there's a third party situation. Like I said, be careful to not be drawn into a situation with someone, or if you've been in a situation with someone, you're going to wind up with a broken heart. A lot of you, maybe some of you it will work out, but this isn't for those where it's going to work out. This is caution right here. This is for, don't get involved. There evidently is going to be energy where there's going to be temptation abound in July. Temptation. Temptation Island. But don't do it. It's low vibrational energy, and it's not going to serve you well. Now in August, you've got trust and the man holding the coin. For many of you, it will be an elevation in your love life. It will be new love coming in for some. Why? We've got the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We've got the Empress, the birth of new things, the birth of children, people getting pregnant, the news of babies, new ideas, new homes, the birth of new lives, moving in together, moving cross country, whatever it is. But elevating your love life is a focus for August. Absolutely. With the man holding the coin coming in and the Magician, because you are the manifester of your destiny. You are the manifester of your faith. Fuel your faith because it manifests into the life that you dream of. And the things, Ten of Swords, it's over. All these struggles that you've been dealing with for the past 10 years. That's what I'm hearing. For the past 10 years. Whatever's still lingering from the past over the last 10 years is coming to completion by August. You're going to see your way out. You're going to find your way out if you haven't already. And if you've already moved forward, continued healing, continued manifestation of what is best for you. Not just in the area of love, but every area of your life. But definitely in the area of love, also with the Ace of Cups out for August. August, big month for love. And in September, okay, we have growth in the garden and the gate. Are you going to let fear stop you from going through the gate? No, you're going to push through with the Six of Wands. You're going to stay strong right on through, going through that gate to the next phase, because we're being called not to get comfortable. Don't get comfortable in a certain space. And when I mean space, I don't mean physical space, mind space. Don't get stuck in a certain space where you stunt your growth. Okay? In October, okay, we're being called to let go with the full moon, to let go of those attachments, those low vibrational energies that don't serve us. Maybe you got involved in something over here in July. Well, by October, you're going to realize that you shouldn't have done it. Well, let it go. Why? Because it's low vibrational energy. It's not going to serve you. Also, the sign of Capricorn. It's just not going to serve you. And this is a 5 major transformation. It's not going to serve you. You've got to drop it. And in November, with your sacral, with your yes, your sacral chakra, your second chakra, and that hunger for more closeness with the divine, even maybe forgiveness for some of you after this. But the Three of Pentacles, getting back on track, paying attention to what it is that should be your priority in regards to home and hearth and your life and how you're going to lead it going forward. Whatever missteps you've made, a readjustment, deeper focus, changes. Because you're going to let go, most of you, of this energy that doesn't serve you. And in December, with fruition and your core beliefs, well, we've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles could mean feeling stuck. It's also the time around the holidays. You may feel like you don't have enough money to do everything you want to do in December surrounding Christmas, but it's not about presents, remember. It's not about that. It's about, for those of you that believe in Jesus, and I do, and even though he wasn't born on the 25th, that's the day it's celebrated. And so that's what it's about. It's about spiritual meaning. It's about spirituality. It's about God. It's not about gifts. Okay? So don't be in the energy of overspending because it's the holidays, um, doing things that you really can't afford. Um, so we'll need to be careful of that in December. So good reading, good energies. We're going to get one final energy for each month, and then we're going to shut it down. And we will do a play-by-play each month. We will, I'm going to take a picture of this before I put it up, so I will remember what the energies were for each month so that we can review them um, each month when we do the overalls. Why? Well, that's what Spirit just told me to do. Because why? Because, you know, it will resonate. That's what Spirit says, it's going to resonate. So that's where we're going to start each month from what's laid out here now. Yes, yes. 2020, all signs, sun, moon, and rising. 2020, all signs, sun, moon, and rising, please. 2020, 2020, all signs, sun, moon, and rising. 2020, all signs, sun, moon, and rising. 2020, 2020. Thank you. 2020. I mean, there's a little low vibrational energy in the reading, but not much. Not for us to be going over 12 months. There's not much low vibrational energy here, because once you learn how to deal with that in yourself and in others, it tends to dissipate, because what triggered you in the past won't trigger you anymore. It just gets easier. One final energy, please. Thank you. Okay, January, guys. Final energies for January. Three of Cups. Share the love, the lovers, appreciation, and peace. Beautiful energy for January. Um, and it's a carryover from that feel good feeling from the holidays. And the focus is on love with the lovers and the Six of Cups. And Three of Cups. The focus is on appreciating those around you that you love and care about, not just your love interests, but all people that you love. Um, February, remember we have community and action, along with the Seven of Wands. Well, 4, this is the Emperor, lead sign of Aries again. You're being called to take charge of whatever that is, and observe. This is a Hangman. So in February, don't make any hasty. We already said slow and steady is the way to move in 2020. So observe see everything from all angles, all perceptions, and be very clear about uh, your decision-making process and what's best from you. But lead your own way. Get help if you need it. Ask the divine. Ask who you need. Seek what you need to find. But make sure you're making educated choices. You're making spiritual choices. You're making choices that's for your highest elevation and your highest good. Moving into March, 3 of Wands, take the lead. Your solar plexus chakra out again, surrounding intimacy, your sexual organs. Ladies, get them pap smears. Men, get those prostate exams. And out, before we also had abundance. And and this is here too, because in March we're being called to not be all work and no play. Remember the things that give us pleasure and that bring us excitement that bring us good feelings. Because with the Two of Pentacles, we're juggling a lot. With the Eight of Cups, we need to walk away from some things that we can't do everything and we can't be everything for everybody. Balance your life out. Take the lead of take charge of yourself and your life and what's important to you. What is going to make you feel good. Um, and I'm hearing sexual pleasure. So um, if you're having intimacy issues with your mate um, or whoever you're sharing those experiences with, um, be truthful and honest about what's going on before it comes crashing down, I'm hearing. Okay, April. In April, the focus was a lot of worry, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, walking away, and you being protected. Because when you do all of that, what happens? Healing begins. Healing begins. Six of Swords. The veil starts to be pulled back. You're starting to see things with your spiritual side the more. You may already be in tune to that, but now you're in tune to it all the more. Absolutely. Now, okay. Woo, May. May. Listen, guys, you're being called to be creative. We've got some hostilities in May, remember? Because you don't see all sides. There's something you're not seeing for some, but you're being called to be creative. The Emperor out again, being called to lead. The Emperor's out twice in this year's spread. This is a High Priestess in a regular deck. So this is really following your soul purpose and you're embracing your spiritual gifts, embracing the path that you really want to follow and going for it. If you haven't made the decision to go for it, or if you hadn't figured out what it is, by May, you should know what it is, and you should be well on your way to following that path. Now, in June, Door to Spirit, being called to realization. You're going to major realizations, epiphanies, um, downloads, Queen of Pentacles, because we want change. We want increased income. We want businesses to thrive. We want new jobs. We want to make more. Well, the divine, Door to Spirit, they're here to help you achieve all of that because you've been fighting hard for it. And the Six of Cups, and you're passionate about what it is that you're doing. And the divine wants you to know, just slow and steady. Just keep on because it's going to happen. Now, over here in July, we got some funky energy. We got the woman holding a coin that could be in your life for positive reasons, or she could be the object of this affection that isn't healthy. She could be part of this third party situation. Well, you need to seek the truth. Okay? Because what we have here is the Seven of Swords. Because something needs to be revealed. There's something that isn't right about the situation. There is something about that situation that is not for your highest good. And in August, Seven of Pentacles, because there's a lot of birth energy over here. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. You've got the trust. Trust your gut. Trust your plans. Trust yourself. Trust that the universe conspires in your favor. Someone's there to help you, bring you love, whatever. For a lot of you, it is love with the King of Cups. The Empress here. She's having your baby. You're getting married. You're doing whatever. Your relationship is leveling up. Ace of Cups. You're manifesting that life that you want. Because old things are over and done with. You finally let go of what no longer serves you. Seven of Pentacles, you're just awaiting for more results to come, more positive results, more positive feelings, the best of the best. And in September, as you continue to grow, look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is August. Awaiting results. September, growth. Thank you, Father. Garden in the gate. Are you going through? Yes, we said you were. Why? Because you're seeking your spiritual guidance. You understand now how to move forward. This is a hermit. This is going within. This is seeking your spiritual guidance, your advice from the divine. You're seeking advice from professionals if you need to. If there are mental health issues, are there physical health issues, whatever it is, and wherever you need to get that help from, you're seeking it out and you're getting it. Being led by your spiritual guidance. Now, in October, funky energy still looming, but you being encouraged with the full moon power to let those attachments go because it doesn't serve you. Fall back on what is your true love. Heart chakra out twice. This is very interesting that the solar plexus are out twice and the heart chakra out twice in this year spread. But this is go back to the truth, your truth of who you really are, and let go of all the negativity and those things that are holding you back. In November, trust with the Fool card that you make the right decision. Take a leap of faith. Understand that all things work together for good. Communicate with the throat chakra. Communicate what you need to whomever you need to communicate it to. Because what? You are winding up another year. You're going to be looking back at what happened in 2020. Taking a look at the blessings, the lessons, what needs to change. This is an ongoing process, an ongoing cycle. You need to speak up for yourself. Follow your heart and your mind, body and soul. Sacral chakra again, and that hunger for more, better. Three of Pentacles. And even though things have been good in 2020, you want it to be even better. Well, take that leap of faith. Know that you got it. Stand in your truth. Say what you need to. Because you have the Six of Wands. You have to believe in yourself because you will succeed. That's the divine illuminating your path. And in December of next year, with the core of who you are, Archangel out here with your base and root chakra, Four of Pentacles, because you might feel a little boxed in, need to control your finances in December. But the things that you've been working for and toward, you have come to fruition, or you see them coming to fruition with the growth that you're experiencing the last quarter of the year. And it's a time to, once again, choose your battles wisely with the Seven of Wands. Remembering to be the bigger person. We started out saying be the bigger person. We're going to end the year being even a bigger person. Because the more you elevate, the more there are going to be haters. Okay? Rise above it. Let the haters be. Let the haters be haters. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading for 2020. I enjoyed doing it. And I'm going to see you guys real soon.